Welcome to Demo, the show where companies come in and show us their latest products and services. Today I'm joined by Tim Beck. He is one of the co-founders of SaaSteps. Welcome to the show, Tim.
Thank you. Really glad to be here.
So what product are you going to show us today?
So SaaSteps has actually developed a product on the Salesforce platform. We actually have decided to connect multiple different products into one solution suite. So today we're going to share with you an introduction to our revenue acceleration management solution.
Right. And so who is this designed for? I'm assuming that because it's Salesforce, you're enabling this for sales team members within a company, whether it's big or small, right?
Yeah, actually it works for lots of different companies. In fact, even if you don't have Salesforce, you can use our product because you only need one Salesforce license to use our entire end-to-end suite. So any company that's managing customer businesses or customer relationships and they want to actually manage revenue, we actually take all of those manual processes, put it all into one end-to-end system. So from the first handshake to the renewal, everything is automated.
And why would a company use this if they've already got Salesforce? Is it you're taking a lot of the steps that Salesforce doesn't do and automating them, or like why would they want to then add this other product?
Absolutely, great question. You know, history of software in general came from on-premise mainframe to SaaS hybrid to SaaS. Then Salesforce obviously said, hey, build everything with no code. The problem is over time, people had to build code to customize different things and integrate them all together.
Okay.
We spent 12 years basically figuring out how to bring it all together in one data model, all on Salesforce, all declarative. So everything seamlessly works together. You don't need large implementation teams to do these implementations. You could do it yourself.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if that happens. So what is the big problem then that you're addressing? It feels like you're automating a lot of manual processes within the sales process, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, again, when you think about onboarding customers, it comes from e-commerce to having that initial conversation to then creating a quote, creating bills, invoices, and renewals. So every single person that manages those different processes in a department now can work in one system.
Okay.
So that's really what we're doing.
And what would companies do if they didn't have this option? Would it be pen and paper? Would it be they would just kind of deal with whatever Salesforce was doing or some other kind of platforms?
Yeah, I mean, lots of companies still use Excel. Lots of people do manual processes. Yeah. People will still piece things together. I mean, Salesforce themselves sells a revenue lifecycle management solution. It's still piecing different things together with a lot of integration. It just takes a lot of time, money to monetize on all that data that you really want to benefit from. So what we're doing is we're saying, hey, you can literally copy your data, paste it in our system, and you're going to be implemented in days to weeks versus months or years, which is millions of dollars, which is not helping you grow your revenue, right? So that's what, other companies, when you think about it, they're just doing these manual processes. We come in, we understand their data, we understand their business processes, we download a system, we put all their data in our system, and everything runs flawlessly. So that's the difference, right? You could do it manual, which is fine. We're just going to accelerate it.
All right. Now, something new with this show, we've got your co-founder here, Ron Costa. He's going to show us the demo. He's going to run us through.
Absolutely.
So let's get Ron on set and do the demo.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. So Ron Costa, you're one of the co-founders of SaaSteps. You're going to run us through the demo, correct?
Correct.
All right. Show us what you got.
All right, Keith. So we are one managed package available in the App Exchange. And what we have here is a demo company. There's literally no sales, nothing within this company, and the best way that we started things, it's with an onboarding opportunity. So let's create an opportunity to send for online payment. So I'm just going to complete the standard opportunity fields here, the header fields, assign a contact, and these are the SaaSteps fields. Again, we are natively built on the platform, so we extend Salesforce functionality, and all that I have to do really is choose how often I'm going to bill this customer. So I'm going to just put periodic 1. So this will be on a monthly billing term. Now that we have the opportunity created, let's select a few products to build that quote, essentially. The first thing here that you can see right off the bat is that we use multiple price books per opportunity, and we had to create our own select products screen because the standard select products is quite limited for the use cases that we provide. Mm-hmm. I changed the view here to favorite products because as a salesperson, I have my own set of favorite products. So in here, I'm just going to select a few products and build this quote. Now that I added the products to the quote, the next step is to manage that quote. So we have another component where you get a holistic view about the deal that you're negotiating with the customer. So we have a couple of information here that we can take a look at. The first one is this product. The first one, consulting services. There are upgrades and downgrades available for it. So as I am, talking to the customer, maybe I want to suggest an upgrade. So instead of deleting that product from the opportunity, going back to the opportunity and adding a new product, I'm just going to click suggested upgrade. And here on the left side, I can see the before and after effect. As soon as I click quick save, what the system is going to do is replace that line item with the one that I've just chosen. The second line item contains a pricing table. So in fact, this customer, they want 15 licenses, 15 seats for this product. And as I change the quantity from 1 to 15, the SaaS RAM suite automatically detected that you're on the second tier now. So I have the freedom to give a 5% discount without seeking for approval. So with that, I'm just going to save this opportunity. And now we're going to change the stage and send it for online payment. To do that, all you have to do really is change it to Proforma invoice. And now that created the new invoice record for us. Now there's a couple of ways that we can send this for online payment, but we're just going to make it simple. We send a link to the customer. Customer is going to click on that link either from their mobile device or their tablet device or their desktop computer. At this point, we're not consuming any Salesforce licenses at all. We are using a Salesforce community, an invoice got rendered, and as a customer, all I have to do is input my credit card number and complete the billing information.
And this is what the customer would see?
Exactly.
It's okay. Mm-hmm. And if someone wasn't using this could take multiple days or hours? So like, how long would this take for a salesperson to kind of input this
It
stuff?
would take quite a few days, and the customer, they have the ability to do this all by themselves.
Yeah.
Through a portal. So as a customer, I just inputted my credit card number. We made a connection to the payment gateway. We only tokenize the customers, so we are fully PCI compliant. We got the information back from the payment gateway. It's a successful payment. So now let's go back to Salesforce where we had an open invoice and an open opportunity. As I refresh the screen and we captured the response from the payment gateway, now we have that transaction record for auditing purposes. And as I go back to the opportunity, since we already got the payment, the system closed when that opportunity for us all automatically. Now, to do this in the traditional way, you can think on the amount of manual effort and accuracy that goes in line by doing that. So right now, we onboarded this customer. We can go back to its account. We can visualize opportunities. And from here, since we had renewable-based products, we already created a renewal opportunity a year from now. So again, as a sales rep, I don't need to worry about add-ons, upsells, downsells. Our application is going to take care of all of that for you. So what we can do here, following the customer revenue lifecycle management, what traditionally happens is there's an add-on sell. So I'm just going to put here add-on, more survey licenses, and again, just completing the standard opportunity information. Now let's assume we're selling this 6 months from now. I don't need to worry about these fields anymore because we already have a subscription in place. So as I created this opportunity, I'm going to add more survey licenses. So I'm going to my favorite products and I'm going to add 5 additional survey response packs. And from here, as I scroll down, you can see the end date is anchored because we already got a subscription in place.
Yep.
And with that, once again, we can go through the Proforma invoice model, send this for external payment. Customer is going to receive an email, click on the link, pay it, and then we got the repeatable model.
And So how long would it take for a company to set this up? Is this a pretty quick process? Are all of these based on templates, or is it just really easy to kind of quick customize it? And
We
add
can
to
get this up and running less than a day, actually.
That's cool.
Because we're just extending Salesforce opportunity functionality.
All right, very cool.
That's awesome. Thank you, Keith.
Okay, we brought back Tim in for one final question. You've got a lot of features here with this platform. So where can people go for more info?
Yeah, it's really easy. I mean, our website is fully updated, saassteps.com, and SaaS is a play on two words, SaaS and steps. We take one S out of the middle, so we blend things together. That's
Okay.
everything we do.
And you offer a free trial for as well? You don't have to
Absolutely.
go in and give the credit card immediately, right?
No, I mean, anybody that's got a Salesforce sandbox, we can download our package, let you guys test it out, and then ultimately see if it's something you want. And if it is, great, let's talk about moving forward.
All right, Tim Beck, Ron Costa, thanks for joining the show and showing us the demo.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have for today's episode. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, add any thoughts you have below. Join us every month for new episodes of Demo. I'm Keith Shaw. Thanks for watching.